What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and one of the reasons we talk so much about the takeover of the comic book industry by these activists, by these ideologues with an agenda, is because inevitably, whatever happens in the comic books, whatever happens on that page, eventually, somehow, will find its way onto the screen, whether it's TV, whether it's a streaming series, or whether it's the movie theater. We've seen it happen with Marvel over and over again. Even these characters who were created for identity politics and failed, absolutely failed because nobody cared about them. They weren't well written. They were literally just for diversity's sake. Now they're making their way into the MCU. Well, we're also seeing the same thing with DC. Why is this the case? Is it truly they just want to destroy so much of this? Or is it that they want to be able to be the first this, the first that? They want to prove how woke they are to their peers. They want to earn woke points. They want to be able to tick off all the check boxes. And that's what we see happen over and over again. And when it comes to the Batgirl movie, a Batgirl who's already race swapped, a director who's already shit all over the fans, well, now we got word today that the Batgirl movie is going to have a first of its own. Take a look at the headline. Batgirl officially casts Ivory Aquino as the first trans character in a DC Comics feature film. And I love how this headline doesn't even name who she's playing. All it says is first trans character, because that is all that matters to so many of these people. And what happens with this is now is going to become a rallying cry for the woke Twitter mafia, for the woke mainstream media, and they're going to defend this movie for all they are worth. And now it'll have a built-in excuse. Well, if you didn't like this, it's because of this. If you didn't like this, it's because of this. And eventually what happens in people's chase to be the first to do this or the first to do that, we have to get this for diversity. We have to get this for identity politics. We have to push this down people's throats. What gets lost is the narrative, is the story. That is the real reason why so many people are there, regardless of whatever race a character is, whatever gender a character is. But when you start pushing things like this, that's what falls by the wayside every single time. But let's get some more information here. Barbara Gordon has officially found her roommate. Ivory Aquino has been cast in the HBO Max feature film Batgirl as Alysia Yeoh, the best friend of the titular superhero, aka Barbara Gordon, played by Leslie Grace. Now, I think it's Alysia. I don't really know if that's how you pronounce it. I've obviously just seen it in a comic book page before. I've never really heard too many people talk about Alysia Yeoh, but that's how I'm going to say it. Both Aquino and Yeoh are transgender, marking the first time a live-action feature film adaptation of a DC Comics title will feature an openly trans character. And the reason I talked about the comic books and why we talk about the takeover of these industries so much is because, like I said, stuff like this is from the comic books. It's from Gail Simone herself. Yeoh first appeared in a 2011 issue of Batgirl, written by Gail Simone and penciled by Artie and Siaf. News of Aquino's casting first leaked online in mid-January. We're going to take a look at all of that, but I wanted to also look at what Gail Simone has tweeted out. This makes me so happy. At Miss Ivory Aquino, she only has 1,200 followers, and she's cast in the Batgirl movie. Is lovely and talented and is perfect for Alysia Yeoh. Yay! Sorry for the yelling, everyone. And it did, in fact, leak out there. So you can see Leslie Grace, I mean, it's a leak, I guess, but it's from her. She put out there Barbara and Alysia as they're walking across the street. And then, indeed, that was confirmation that this that leaked before was Alysia Yeoh. Now, in this picture, that is not with effects and everything. I don't know if she's wearing makeup there. Definitely looking the role, so to say. But also Gail Simone put out some more stuff. Here's what I love about Alysia. She quickly became very popular. Then we got constant requests for her to have a bigger role in the book. She was quickly became the second most popular character in the title after Batgirl herself. If you want to believe that, that's up to you. I haven't heard really anyone asking for more Alysia Yeoh content at all. But of course, that's what Gail Simone's going to say. That's what she's trying to spin. And hey, she's going to get royalties from this character being in there. Absolutely no doubt. So when things happen in a comic book, it does have consequences because it then gives them excuses to take these things and put it in a movie. Now, Alysia Yeoh in the comics is a political activist. That's actually how Alysia Yeoh meets her wife in the comics, is through political activism. Is that going to be a part of this story? Is there going to be some big trans narrative in this story? I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. That's why this character is here. And we've already seen what one of the directors, at least, is doing in this film. Like I brought up before, when we got this Batgirl reveal, Batgirl director Adil Al-Arbi tells critics of Leslie Grace's costume to shut the fuck up and wait for the film. When we got this, which did not look all that great, got a lot of backlash on social media, what did he do? I talked about this right when it happened. People were saying it looked like a cosplay, so we post this. It looks like a cosplay. Shut the fuck up and wait for the film as Batman slaps Robin. These are the people we're dealing with. We're dealing with people who are already talking crap to the fans. We're dealing with people who have already made decisions like to race swap Batgirl, to do these things. This is going to continue. This is one of the reasons why this is happening in the comic books. So then they have an excuse to go ahead and put this directly into the film. And to be fair, with the Burnside costume, they're obviously pulling from that run in Batgirl, which was a little bit after, I guess that was a little bit after Alysia Yeoh debuted, probably several years. But I think it's the same continuity, if I remember right, for New 52. It's been a while. I wasn't that big of a Batgirl fan, to be honest with you. But it does make sense if they're going to pull from that storyline that Alysia Yeoh would be a part of it. And that's what we're going to have. So you're going to hear a lot of people that don't even know the name of this character. And also Alysia Yeoh was one of the first transgender characters they really introduced in DC Comics. And now we're seeing it come into the films. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.